My ex is mad at me for listening to my friends and family's opinion about her and her pregnancy. She said she feels like I should have set boundaries with them and told them that I was not going to listen to them bash her. Is there a way to move forward? Our relationship ended a few months ago because we just started kind of drifting apart. About a month ago she let me know she's pregnant. We both know it's mine because she hasn't been with anyone since me and she's too far along for it to be anyone else's. She knew that my family and friends aren't exactly fond of her since we split up, but she wasn't aware to what extent. I told her that they all dislike her and I've told her that their opinions don't really matter, but she's upset with me because she feels like I shouldn't have even involved them in the first place. She said she understands that I'm going to go to other people for emotional support, but that she does not want to hear their opinions of her. My friend has made it clear that he does not like her and he was relieved when he found out we weren't getting back together because she's pregnant. I did tell her this and I told her that my mom gets annoyed every time her name is brought up. They have even tried to convince me that us giving up the baby for adoption would be better. We have considered it but have not made a final decision on that. They have all basically come out and said that they think I'm making a big mistake by co-parenting with her. I know they wouldn't feel this way if we hadn't split up. A female friend of mine wants to help her with baby stuff, but she has asked for space. She said that she's not really upset with me over anything except for listening to their opinions. She said she feels like I should have stood up for her regardless of our relationship ending. She said she feels like I should have set boundaries with them and told them that I was not going to listen to them bash her. She's upset because she feels like they are all ganging up on her and she does not want to hear their opinions about her and her pregnancy. Is there any way to move forward from this, or should I just let her be for however long she wants? Normally I would respect her boundaries, but we do need to talk because of the baby. I'm not sure how to move forward. Comment. You're a child man. It's your child and what you decide to do with that kid is between you and the mother. Since y'all have broken up, she shouldn't have to hear shit about what your family has to say about her, and you especially shouldn't be filling her head with negative opinions of her while she's carrying your child. You hear the opinions, positive or negative, and you keep it to yourself to form your own opinions. Are you that useless to have to only make decisions from other PPL's opinions? Be an adult and keep other PPL's words from coming out of your mouth. The only thing she should be hearing from you is your own thoughts and opinion on what to do with your child. Otherwise, she's right. She doesn't need to hear what your shitty family and friends have to say about her. Is there a reason you felt she would benefit from hearing negative things about her? No one wants to hear bad stuff about them. If you broke up amicably, there's no reason for them to be ganging up. Regardless, she doesn't need to hear all of that. You will be co-parenting if/when the baby comes. So, you need to focus on figuring out what that will look like and how to support your ex. Keep that other nonsense to yourself. Why do you keep running to her to repeat the awful things your friends and family say about her? Yes, there's a way to move forward. Tell everyone you appreciate their concern, but you'd like them all to stop bashing the mother of your child and to treat her with respect. And then just co-parent with her, love your baby, and live your life. You messed up by involving your friends and family just on the premise that PPL break up and get back together, all the time. Now that you've shared the dislike/disdain they have for her, I wouldn't want to be around any of them nor have them with my baby. Anytime a man lays with a woman, she becomes his equal, so the shit they're talking about her speaks volumes about you as well. Fix your mess and stop stressing your ex out with the opinions that don't factor into your situation. I went back and looked at your age because you sound incredibly immature. You must stand up and fix this. It's not your ex's job to manage your family and friends' unfair opinion of her. It's your job to set them straight. Do you know where this is headed if you don't? It's your child hearing these people smack talking about their mother. You readily admit your ex broke up with you because you neglected the relationship. Nothing was her fault, from your own words, other than she dared to break up with you when you weren't expecting it. Putting the weight of your family and friends' disdain on your pregnant ex is awful, and holy cow, no wonder she broke up with you if you thought that was the way to deal with this. Stop oversharing with these people other than to be honest about the reasons for the breakup. Lay down some healthy boundaries with them about their behavior toward her. If they don't change, she should never, ever have to deal with them, and they don't get to spend time with your child. Don't keep screwing up. I get why you would take comfort in your family and confide in them when things are going rough. But why on God's green earth would you tell your ex about all of that? Were you trying to hurt her? Did she specifically ask what your family and friends thought of her? Or did you just volunteer that information freely to get under her skin? 'Cause I don't see how you would want to move forward knowing that you told her all of that. This is why you don't bash your partner to your friends and family. If you have an issue with your partner, discuss it with your partner or your therapist. You created a situation where they hate the mother of your child, the woman who is going to be a part of your life forever. There was absolutely no positive reason to tell your ex all the awful things your family and friends said about her. You're making the situation worse. Stop discussing your relationship with everyone. Their opinions don't matter. Only two people get a vote about what happens in this mess, and that's you and your ex. If you want a successful co-parenting relationship with her, then you need to get your family out of the relationship. Are you trying to create more strife? What's the point of letting your ex know what your family and friends thought about her? You should be the one telling your family and friends to quit it and to be polite and decent during drop-off/pickup no matter what they think about her. She shouldn't have to deal with them during pickup/drop-off anyway. If you guys are trying to make things as unpleasant as possible for your ex to co-parent, you may end up with a horrible co-parenting plan. Your ex is right. You really think she didn't say anything to her friends and family about you? She probably did too, to tell them why she left/broke up with you. They're probably not fond of you too right now. But she's not out there trying to create more issue by telling you details on what they think about you. Instead, she's being more adult by making sure things should be as decent and amicable as possible between the two families. You can't have your family and friends badmouth her during your parenting time. You know kids will they're the other parent, right? Vice versa. Next story 2. My relationship with my GF is coming to an end. I have been thinking strongly about breaking up with my girlfriend for a few weeks. We live together and have 2 cats and have only been together for 3 years. When I met her, she was a completely different person, and yes, I am aware that people change over time. That is totally normal. It just depends on the direction in which it goes. She was this loving and understanding person back then that you really felt how much she loved you and was a safe place. We have been living together since February 2022, and everything has changed since the end of 2022. She became a completely different person. It started with the fact that she has become more dismissive to me. We have hardly done anything, and I must also say honestly, I have become more dismissive and have more online games with friends. We drifted a little further away from each other until about March 2023, when I got my act together again and realized how our relationship was falling apart. I have often addressed it and tried to do things differently. Invited her on dates, spent more time with her, and took my therapy more seriously due to my mental disorder. However, she no longer shows any interest, or it seems very played up. Now she is away almost every weekend, sometimes 3 to 5 days, then comes back afterwards for 1 to 2 next, and is then again several days away. She tells me she is back on Sunday and then texts me that she is back on Monday or Tuesday. So seriously, I don't know what to think. Back then she always gave me updates because I was worried if she was okay, but now she doesn't give me any updates even when I ask her about it. She used to stick to plans like coming home on Sunday, and now not at all. No matter how many times I bring it up, it doesn't help. I get answers like, "That's just the way I am, I understand, but there's nothing I can do about it." I really try so much to keep this relationship going, but it doesn't work. I take care of our cats alone, do all the housekeeping and take care of the finances. When she is at home, she puts all her things on the couch until they pile up and I put them away. Does this relationship still work at all? I have the feeling I have to break up, but I'm also afraid to do it because then I feel like my world is falling apart. Comment. Bro, your relationship is over. She has way past checked out. It's not coming back. Currently she is using you while testing out newer waters, trying to see if the grass is greener on the other side. She has zero interest in working on herself or the relationship, i.e. That's just the way I am. I understand, but there's nothing I can do about it. It's time to bite the bullet and end it. She's away more than she's with you. Up. How has this been okay with you for so long? As it stands, you're living as a single man in your home. It will be best to move ahead with a breakup. Seems as if she's having a relationship elsewhere. Sorry guy, but you are now the side piece. She obviously has found someone else and is testing the waters. She is just using you at this point. You need to put your big britches on and end this nightmare. There are so many women in this world that will treat you so much better. Take your power back and tell her to take a hike. Good luck. Hard to know what the inciting incident was here, but she sounds over it, and now you're over it too. Maybe she lost interest before you turned things around on your end. Very young to cohabitate and go all in, but I'd do whatever's necessary to get out of living together and just move on. I know it feels like your world is falling apart, but I promise it isn't. Hopefully her name isn't on anything regarding the living arrangements, so you can just change the lock and keep the cats. The cats are better for your mental health anyway, and they treat you far better than she ever will. Please keep doing the good work on yourself. I can promise you it is something you will never regret. Also, all the work you do on yourself is only preparing you for greater things. Please trust me on that. As far as your girlfriend is concerned, she is on her own journey. It sounds like you two are going in different directions.